Pierre Poilievre says that now is the time for an election. He even said that the NDP and the Bloc need to force one. He called on the NDP leader to recall the supply and confidence agreement, and it seems that voters are a little bit frustrated with the government. The Liberals are trailing the Conservatives by double digits in the polls. So why not get ahead of things and call an election right now? Is this something the government would consider?
Well, thank you for the question. And I think we need to really take these assertions by the Conservative leader with a very healthy grain of salt. The reality is, in recent weeks and months, we have had a steady stream of good economic news for Canadians. We have had inflation within the Bank of Canada's target range for 7 months in a row, down to 2.5% in July. We have had interest rates coming down twice, and market analysts forecasting they are going to continue to come down. We have had wages outpace inflation for 18 months in a row. And the recession that so many economists, so many analysts were predicting at the height of COVID hasn't materialized. It looks like Canada is going to achieve a soft landing with the second fastest growth in the G7 this year and forecast to have the fastest growth in the G7 next year. Now, all of that for everyone here, that is really good news. That is good news for you in your life. It is good news for households and families across the country. But it turns out it is bad news for the Conservatives. And I think it's pretty pathetic that the good news, the good economic news that we are seeing for Canada and Canadians, the Conservatives feel is bad news for them. They can see that that good news is going to keep on coming, and I think they're a little bit worried about that. And maybe they should be.
Hello, good afternoon. David Lowett, CBC National News here. My questions are for Minister Freeland. My first question is also pertaining to the supply and confidence agreement. Do you think that the NDP will continue to support the deal until next year? They previously said that they could pull out of it at any time.
I know that our government is delivering good and important investments for Canada and Canadians. Investments like dental care, which is being rolled out now, is transforming the lives of so many people. And frankly, it's a program which is long overdue. You know, I think as Canadians, we are rightly proud of our social safety net. We're rightly proud of Medicare. We're rightly proud that in Canada, when you get sick, the first thing the hospital asks isn't, can you show us your credit card? That's a really good thing about our country. But the reality is, up until now, you have been able to tell the size of someone's paycheck or how much their parents earn by their smile. We have had too many Canadian seniors who don't get their teeth taken care of because they just can't afford it. Delivering dental care is so important for so many Canadians, and that's just one of the things that we have been able to do in this government. And I know that progressive voters, and actually voters from all walks of life and of all convictions, recognize how positive that is and how important it is to continue to deliver that.